Okay, welcome back. Let's just make sure that I am in focus. Okay. Right. I want to continue with fractions and decimals, and you will recall this is now session 7. Okay, and we're going to be looking at 971 over 1000. Okay, and we need to convert this to a decimal. We also then need to convert 97 over 1000 to a decimal. Okay, that should be interesting to see how that's done. Now, again, as I said, I won't remove any of my mistakes that I've made. These mistakes are a learning point both for yourself and myself. I am not perfect in any way, and I'm not going to pretend to be. But what it does do, it does remind me that mathematics is an essential part of learning. And once you can master maths, you will find that it takes you across many borders. Okay? Right, so let's begin. And we're going to convert. Let me first of all get my pen. So, pen, and I want my pen to be narrow, thin. I'm going to use this morning. I'm going to use pink this morning. I feel a little perky, so let's go with pink. And this is the one we're going to be looking at this morning. Okay. That's the one we're going to be looking at this morning. So now I'm not going to write or convert to decimals because this is here already, and this is what we're going to be doing with it. Okay, converting to as a decimal. Okay, so let's take it from the top. 9 7 1 over 1 0 0 0 1000. Okay, now we need to bring that to a decimal, so that's going to equal. Now we need to bring this into brackets, and again we're bringing 971 into the bracket. That's our numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this. And let me just change my colors here a little bit more. Let me make them a little bit brighter so that they can easily seen. It's okay, I'm going to get my tongue right now. Okay, so we need to divide 971 by 1000. So let's look at how we can do that. We need to put 971 into a bracket. Okay, so let's make sure we have enough space. Okay, that's the bracket. We're going to put here 9, of course, 971. Okay, and outside here we're going to put 1000. Okay, outside here we put 1000. Okay, and we put 1000 here as well. Okay, right. Now how many times will 1000 go into 971? It won't. It can't. So 1000 to 971 can't go. So here we put a 0. Okay, decimal point. And because we've put in a decimal point, we need to put a 0 here. Okay, that gives us 9,710. Okay, so I see. It's not as No wonder I will need to make sure my colors are bright at all times, okay? Because we need to make sure that it can be seen when it's written up. So I'm going a little bit closer now for you to see that for yourselves, okay? Good, okay. Okay, so 1,000 to 9,710 goes 9 times. Goes 9 times. That leaves us what? 710. Okay. Now I'm not going to go over here. I'm going to bring it down to here. So that leaves us 710. Okay. So 710 is left. 1,000 into 710 cannot go. So we have to add another 0. Okay. That gives us 7,100. Now 1,000 into 7,100 goes how many times? 7 times. Okay. Now that leaves 100 from 7,100. So 1,000 into 100 cannot go. So here again we have to add another 0. Okay. And that gives us 1,000 into 1,000 goes how many times? Goes once. So the answer here, after we've done all our working out, answer here equals 0.971. Okay, boom and boom. Okay, that's us. Okay, and you'll find that when you punch this into your calculator, you'll find that 971 divided by 1,000 equals 0.971. So this, let me change the pen again so make sure we get the color that relevant for us. That this here it represents a decimal of this. Okay. 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 Now, having said that, what I want to do, we're going to look at this one now. Okay. And what I want to do is to, let me make sure I get a different color, and let's change my color of my pen so it is stronger and make sure it stands out. Okay, good. So we're going to do this one now. This is the one we're going to now look at. And again, this is session 7. Okay, Mathematics GCSE. Okay. All right, that's the one we're going to look at now. So applying a similar process And because now I always write out the question to what I'm going to be to what I am required to answer. This is just my habit, okay? But what you'll find is that as you write out the questions, it enables you to form a concept of what the question is trying to say. And when your brain writes something down, it does not forget. So always try to write out your work wherever possible. Okay? So we got 97 over 1000. Equals, here now again, what am I going to do? Put in my bracket, okay? Alright, so that's 97. And again, numerator, denominator, okay? So it's 97. Okay, and my 1000 goes on the outside of the bracket, okay? Zero, zero, and 0. Okay, 1000. Now, we're dividing 97 by 1000. So, how many times does 1000 goes into 97? It can't. So 0 goes here. And a decimal point goes here. Okay? Now, because we put a decimal point here, we now need to put a 0 here. And I'll put a little 0 to represent it. Right, 1000 to 970. So 1000 into 970, how does that go? It can't. So we add a 0 here. So we add a 0 here, okay? And we add a 0 here as well. So 1000 into 9700 goes 9 times. And then we have 700 left. So 1000 into 700 cannot go. So we add a 0 here, okay? Now remember that this is still within our brackets, okay? Still within our brackets. So 1000 into 7000 goes how many times? Come on, tell me. 7 times. So the answer here SWER answer equals 0.0 9, 7. Boom, boom. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Now, that has given us, shown us how to do the calculations. And so remember now this here, let me change the colors again. So we're not getting, we have plenty of colors to use. Okay. These colors again. And we can use this one. Now this one here is this here. Okay. That is this answer here. Okay. So that one is there. And that is that. And as you can see that the principle is the same in each case. It's just that practice, practice, practice makes perfect. Okay. Now it doesn't look like I made any errors in this one here actually on this occasion, but look up for my errors, because within those errors they can become quite useful as a reminder as to what not to do and how it should be done when you look at the correct process. So use that information and knowledge wisely, please. Okay. Don't well chastise it, because you'll find that what you chastise you end up needing to use again. So be very, very careful on your approach. Okay. Let's look at this one. Now these ones here I'm going to do quite simply. I'm going to run through this through with you. Okay, basically. So I'm going to continue with this for another 10-15 minutes roughly. Okay. Just to see what it is and what we can do, and to make sure that you've got a good grasp of it. Okay. Okay. There we are. Now what we're going to look at now is expressed as decimals, and these are quite simplistic, so we can divide those easily by calculators, but I want to show you the actual process that we employ, the mechanics of actually arriving at a solution for these. Okay, so it's similar to what you've done before, it's just that these are single fractional. That's 2/5, that's 6/25, that's 36/25, that's, well, that's 1 and 6/25, something like that. Basically that's 11 1/25. Okay, that's how you would pronounce these fractions as a whole. This fraction here would be a top heavy fraction. Okay, hang on, let me get rid of my rubber, go back to my pen. Okay, right, so we're going to do this one here first. Okay, We're going to do him first, okay? So, and this is what we're doing. We're expressing as decimals, okay? This is what we're going to be looking at and doing, okay? So, 2/5 over 2/5 and what's the top part of my fraction called? Come on, tell me again, what's the top part of my fraction called? Numerator. What's the bottom part called? Come on, tell me. Denominator. Numerator, denominator. Numerator, denominator. Okay? Okay, so let's go with that. Equals let's open a bracket, okay? So the numerator goes inside the bracket, the denominator goes outside the bracket, okay? Now 5 into 2, you can't. 0 goes there. Decimal point. And because I put in a decimal point, I add a 0 here. Okay? Small 0. Okay? 5 into 20 goes what? 4 times. So my answer that's A N S W E R. Answer equals come on, tell me. 0.4 and boom, boom. And there we are. Okay, excellent. And that one refers to this one here, okay? Okay. I'm just going to experiment with something here, see if it works. Just going to try a little. Let me just try that a little bit here. Okay, good, thank you. Okay, that's the one we're doing, okay? Yeah, I might adapt that process. Okay, let's try the other one. Okay, right, well, that's going to be it for now, okay? This is session 7, and we'll carry on with this one next time round, the 625th, okay? And I think that's it for today. Okay, let me just pan back a bit, make sure that we got everything in, and we haven't left anything out, okay? Okay. And again, this is session 7, GCSE Mathematics, Key Stage 4, okay? Right. Bye-bye, have a good day, and practice, practice, practice.